So Ellen Johnson, because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for him? No passion for development. Then we know Joshua will put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Connections that you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that Doma, all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in a garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The Senate started a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from there to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Yombi there, and he now where he's just taking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, you know, the CDC still control the lower house, in the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went talking away, some kind of thing they did, Bagati thing, they did a resolution that passed, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened, wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house, then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh! Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. Now when I went to Kum, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with money.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of old man, then he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Get 5,000, go look for lawyer. So from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I never said them why you did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Yeah. When we were there, the Boyka, we used to go to him, even fee Boyka because of his title. Make it comfortable because of the title. But you see what he's doing. He got a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Soyota, I kept the peace. Chastity, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the Republic, and it is wrong. If you can see it, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, any position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person on because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the Republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagreed and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
Thank you. So, again, Chairman, great. I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who came out today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our truck cyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Richard Koo is a role, and we will not present our petition to him. To you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million from 4 million people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide job for our motorcyclists. You took away the only means of livelihood. You beat them, you killed them. You have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. You are breaking our different police stations and examples. We are here to challenge you. Your mess rule is enough is enough. We are come to say enough is enough. We the motorcycle are come to say enough is enough. Amanda, thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. People struggle. Whoa. Joseph Baga, whoa. Boo, Joseph Baga, boo, Joseph Baga, boo. Thank you very much. You want to put your hands together for yourself, please. Thank you. We want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral districts of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs. Francis Human has not been investigated. Joseph Baga came here. He lied to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from University of Liberia, other universities, no job. No program for young people. We want to say to you, we are happy today that we have come here. But we have come here, like the chairman said, to present a petition to Joseph Baga. If Joseph Baga does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. And we want to say to you, the young people of the Youth League, congratulations on your courageous spirit. Put your hands together for yourself, young people. They said to you that you are not going to challenge the ring. They keep here the parade of water cannon all over the place. But where are they now? They're gone. We challenge Gregory Como. You have killed enough people. You kill young people in Kejor. But we challenge you, if you shoot one power here, you experience the consequences. If you shoot one power here, we will plan to you. We are not police. We are here to challenge you. So the big body of Megan want you to come here. The big body of Megan want you to come here. And we say to you, we will stay here, we will be around. Put your hands together for yourself. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Reactionary terrorism. Reactionary terrorism. First scandal. Wounders. sisters who are there in the ring to be here today, so the voices can be heard. We stand here to say we are fed up with the disrespect and brutality against women and children. We are going to raise our voices against the fraud against our children. There are hundreds of rape cases that are sitting at the ministerial agenda and none are being resolved. And the corporate are working scot-free simply because of government connections. Our sisters are sexually harassed at ministry and agency. But today we have gathered to say enough is enough. Our mothers who are in the market today are facing serious economic constraints simply because we have a U.S. rate for $100. So today, Mr. Blacker, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic have come to tell you we can bring you down. If you cannot lead us, you must leave. And we mean what we say. If we cannot lead us, you must leave. Enough is enough. Thank you to all of the serving special women of Ghana. We commend you for your hard work, and we say thank you.
Reading of the petition.
Rape cases in 2024. May we take a moment of silence. Every day in 2024, 9 women and children were raped. That is the average daily incidence of rape cases in 2024. According to the Nigerian Minister of Gender, Children and Social Protection, 2,759 rape cases. Is that not a genuine reason we are here for? Yeah. And an important reason we are here for? Yeah. We also remember the survivor of the King George massacre. As they now Liberians, they were killed and shot in Cape Mount County. We should remember them. So we are here to present Banga. We are here to present the official petition to the people of Liberia. And we expect the government to get this petition from us. We, the suffering masses of Liberia, petition our government on this historic day, July 17, 2025. We, the people of Liberia, students, market women, people rather, care operators, health workers, teachers, soldiers' wives, rock crushers, rubber tappers, charcoal sellers, civil servants, and everyday hustler in Liberia. Rise as a one voice. We stay united, not in violence, but in peaceful. Hello? We stay united, not in violence. We stand united, not in violence, but in peaceful defiance of injustice, hardship, and betrayal that have known our nation. We rise because our backs are against the wall. Our country is broken. Our future is in jeopardy. And our patience has run out. We're tired. Enough is enough. Whereas the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia solemnly entrusts the President, His Excellency Joseph Yiman Boakai, inaugurated on January 22nd, 2024, with a sacred obligation to defend the Constitution, uphold the rule of law, and ensure public accountability. Duties that are the very pillars of peace, justice, and democratic governance. Yet, this sacred duty has been willfully neglected. President Bwaka has violated the spirit and letter of this oath by enabling unchecked corruption, shielding wrongdoers, and dismantling the system of checks and balances meant to guard against dictatorship. Amanda. Today, under this leadership, Liberia is sinking deeper into crisis, marked by worsening poverty, rising inequality, rampant lawlessness, and the erosion of public trust. The suffering of the people has reached unbearable levels. The nation is bleeding, and the storm clouds of unrest grow darker each day. Amanda. We can no longer remain silent while our rights are trampled on, our future stolen, our democracy dismantled before our physical eyes. Therefore, we, the suffering citizens of the Republic, issue this petition with urgency and resolve, demanding immediate action on the following critical national concerns. Whereas, since taking the oath of office, President Joseph Bwaka has failed to demonstrate genuine commitment to fight against corruption. His refusal to prosecute corrupt officials while personally indulging in extravagant charter flight and a fleet of luxurious Lexus vehicles has sent a dangerous signal to those in power. By choosing personal comfort over national sacrifice amid a collapsing economy, the president has not only failed to lead by example, but has also actively enabled a system where corruption flourishes. This pattern of aiding and abetting fiscal looting among the government elite has created an environment of impunity where public officials enrich themselves at the expense of the suffering masses. Amanda. One count, bad governance, and no rule of law. Whereas Mamaka Belete, a key figure in the administration, is centrally implicated in the Putu iron ore construction scandal, where she is alleged to have exacted undue pressure to approve a US $2 billion deal with Pioneer Group LLC, bypassing the legal role of the National Investment Commission and raising serious governance concerns. Her prior involvement in the controversial yellow machine procurement scandal follow reflects a troubling pattern of all official influence over major public deals, reinforcing the culture of impunity and backdoor governance at the expense of transparency and public trust. Among them. Whereas Sylvester M. Christie, Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, has been implicated in serious financial misconduct, has revealed in other reports by the General Auditing Commission, which exposed widespread financial mismanagement, payroll fraud, multiple violations of public finance law at the Ministry of State, approved budget, thousands of unverified salary payment exceeding US $7.9 million. Failure to remit lawful tax and social security contributions, recruiting of ghost employees, and a complete absence of basic human resource control, all occurring during this 10-1 beginning January 2024. Amanda! Whereas More Ali, managing director.
So Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. When I go to Nations Cup now, let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup, I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise your national team, if they go to so Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. When I go to Nations Cup now, let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup, I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise nations
Hats up to all of you wherever you are. It's great joining us here tonight, students. Thanks for always being there and for always being there. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here together again for what we do for our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, what the conditions are, we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. So we are very grateful and we are here together. And welcome to the program Face the Issues. On the program Face the Issues, we don't discuss personalities, no, but issues involving personalities. But when personalities do their thing in front of those issues, we don't in any way hesitate, but rather we tear you apart. And normally and usually because of the pain that we're tearing you apart, we just tell you sorry. That sorry does not in any way carry an indication that we regret our actions. No, we don't regret our actions. So we are here tonight, and I'm grateful to the Almighty God that we are trying our best and doing everything we can and to get our country and people informed about happenings in this country and things that are happening and that are good or bad. We try as much as possible to look for the good things, but it's difficult to find. Only bad things we can see. And so we are getting there, and we will get there. We will certainly get there, and nothing can stop us from getting there because we will. Whether you go up, you come down, we will certainly get there. And I'm very grateful to the Almighty God that we are here together doing what we can for our country. And as times go by, yeah, things will happen. Things will change. Things will change, but it's the hard way. And you got to be prepared for that. So how you doing? Great people. I'm seeing some of my fantastic students in class tonight. How you doing? So like I announced to you people the last time, we are trying our best to make this fight a collective fight. It's not easy. And as we are winning, we got to do together. We got to get everyone on board and make sure that it works. This is a 6-year journey that we are on, a 6-year journey. So this journey, we've gone almost 2 years. So at least every one of us in our own respective way, we have tried our best to sustain the fight for country, not fight for party. No. Unlike other people who are in government now and doing everything for party, this fight is for country. This fight is for country because there are people who are not seditions, who are not unity partisans, and they are struggling and going through this. Their voices are to be heard. And these are people that you are going out there for. So if you think you're only doing it for party, you'll be letting a lot of people down and be disappointing a lot of people. You're not doing it for party. This is the error these other people making. There are people who are neither part of any of the political parties. But for them, they just want change. And with that, they gave their support to a party they think will effect that change. It does not mean that they are part of that party. And there are people whom right after the election, they sit back to watch. They are not at these political rallies. You don't see them there. No, they are not there. So for these people, they are joining you now, especially for those of you in opposition. They are joining you now. So you got to be careful. You got to get a third eye. I don't say second eye. Third eye. You need to get a third eye to start looking at them and watching out for them. For them, they just want the good of the country. They are not involved with the politics of the day. Right? And not everyone can be part of a political party or be part of any institution. But the idea is when that institution assumes the role to govern the entire country, those persons who are aligned tasks with you, they too also stand to benefit, and they should benefit. So you must be able to dichotomize or be able to know the differences between the unity party people, the non-political party participants, then you, the citizens. And so you will get to know where to place them. There are people too who need to be heard. They too also want to contribute. The same way you as a political party, you think that by taking up the role to assume responsibility in this country, you want to also contribute. They too also want to contribute. You don't want to leave them on the sideline. So we are watching out. And for some of you who just choose to be like that, we respect your opinion, we respect your views, and we think that's just who you are, and we respect that. We respect that. Some of us, we just chose to take the path we are taking because we believe that somebody should stand up for the country. And standing up, you are going to be seen. When you stand up, you are being seen. But when you're in a crowd and you don't raise your height or you don't elevate yourself, people will not see you that you are taller than others in a crowd. Unless you elevate yourself, unless you do something special, right? That thing that is not ordinary, it's extraordinary, that how people tend to recognize people. It's not that I'm the only journalist in this country. It's not that what they call Julia J is the only journalist. No, they are just people who decided to just set themselves aside and say, this is me. This is how I will do myself. Let people see me this way. Whichever way they want to say it, that's it. But I must step up to make the difference. That's how it works. So that's how you hear people names and things. There's others who just choose to just be in a crowd. And everybody must just be the same. They are there. That's their choice. It doesn't mean they are bad too, but that's their choice. They just say, me, I don't want any trouble, yeah. I don't care. Everyone will just be at the same level. No. So there are others who say, no, for us, we are not going to remain here. Somebody should step up to talk. Somebody should say something. It doesn't matter whether they will throw bullets at you. Somebody should stand up. Somebody should make a move. So we have chosen to make those moves. And making those moves come with consequences. And we are prepared for those consequences. And we are going through it. So no matter what it is, we are grateful. And like I announced to you people, the last time, like I said, and that's where I'm going with all of what I'm saying here tonight. This thing I'm just telling you, this is where I am, and I think that is where I'm going. We will appreciate, and we have tried our best, at least to coordinate, and I bring on board some of our sisters, brothers who shared similar views with us, and we believe that they can help. Yeah. So, Sister Susan Bange, right? You gotta really tell me that one day the day you come on. All right, and yeah, Bange, and Prince Sheriff. So they are both going to be eating alongside lectures. They are going to take on topics that we all will have to discuss, and together, especially relating to our country. And these are important things. You know, the intent of this show is not to confuse the people. We gave them a fixed mind so they can use that fixed mind to counter anything out there. So this is where there is an empowerment temple. When it's a real empowerment temple, that is where we provide knowledge for empowerment. We empower you. That's why we'll not choose to lie to you. No, it's not a choice. We're not going to lie to you. We'll empower you. If there's anything that is going on this way, we'll tell you, say, how it's looking. And we can tell you how to defend it. If it is negative, we'll tell you, say, it is negative, but that is how you can defend it. There's a way we can do that. But we'll not tell you, say, oh, that positive thing. No, we don't lie to you. We'll not lie to you. Right? The same way the election result came, I told you people it had happened. But how do you cope with it? That's where we are experts. We can make you to cope with situation. We're able to help you and to cope with situation, to know how to manage it. You know, managing situation. That is what we do. And look at how far some of you are now today. You are very strong, and know how to, tackle issues. Things that people think will break you down. You can break you down again. You are very strong. Nothing breaks you people down easily now because you have gone through it all, and together we have learned. And we are coming up together on a daily basis. So we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here doing what we can for our country. We got another report again that, drug is something that is associated and is in all walks of life. You can find it all walks of life. So even at the central prison, you always find drug and things. And the people have their way to infiltrate and penetrate the system and get people, going that way. So there are times that it happens. So today, unfortunately, the people in the prisons, and I don't know how they knew drug that outside, because that prison area, that whole world by itself, they are not part of us. They are living their own world there. So I don't know how they drug left from here, enter inside there. They say somebody too wanted to try in the prison center, the president died. So it's just instant. I don't know. Gosh, this country. The drug thing is very serious. Every day we come on here, we are talking it to put fear in you, or may you scare, or so forth, so that you will not be able to venture around any drug for that matter. Anything anybody gives you in the form of anything that I tell and say, I don't want for it to be like this because I don't want to die in a minute. Please be careful, especially with your children. I keep telling parents who leave their children home with people. Children who are living, going out. Sometimes you have your children, they are around playing with other children. Know the kind of children your children are playing with. You got to be on your children's back. It's not easy. I am telling you this, there is not easy thing we are talking about here. The drug thing is very serious. Some of you will just come by, yeah, well, whatever it is, your child, you're looking some kind of way, no time for you to check, that child may be gone. This thing is serious. It is killing people instantly. I don't know what sort of drug it is. I don't know, but it is really, really killing people instantly. It's too bad. This is not about politics. This is about reality. Let us all fight it together. Let us all fight it together. If you see it or you saw people discussing something about it, just try to report it. That reporting you will be doing could be something meant to save somebody who's dear to you. Don't say it's not my business. No. The people who you see in it today, they were clean like you and myself. They can all be sound like you and myself. Then in no time, they transition. It doesn't take time for anybody to change a decision or whatever it is. Yeah. So please, 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 please. And I think if we can all join together to get this fight going on, it's very, very important that we do that. And I'm very much disappointed. You know, the article, the Liberian investigator is reporting that the group that were having that they are saying no to drug, not only the Unity Party people, then about beyond the thing. You see, you know, every time when this thing is happening, what the problem is? What do you know the problem in this country? The corruption in this country is very terrible. Where it is now, it is too alarming. People are scared. No one is afraid. Everyone else just want to, you know, I don't know what's happening. People dying all and people just thinking about profiteering, ownership or so forth into a group. They say the group then how they are saying no to something. They not chakra, they not make plow. I don't know that. Or money business or something, they not chakra. Then one person there went and registered. That means say no to drugs as an organization. I think he posted the articles of incorporation and all. And we saw the articles of incorporation. Just in this August, the articles of incorporation gone already because one person taking it and then saying that their own organization, they will manage it. Who can fight drug alone? We just thought that was a collective effort for everybody to just join in, right? If you want to, you know, have a civil society or something relating to that, don't say no to drug, then you just use everybody like that. No. If you say the other person against drugs, no problem, right? Look, you got to. If you want to do anything, come up boldly. Let's know who you are. And then you station and will know. If we want to support you, we'll support you. But that was not the intent. Everyone else came from all walks of life and then said, look, we'll come together. And then all of us, our voice is say no to drugs. That's one voice. That one voice that we have had now, somebody take it and say that the organization name. So that what they are reporting, that what the paper is reporting, and you see all the kind of thing and be happening. What kind of thing? I saw the articles of incorporation and all. I saw the articles of incorporation. I'm trying to locate it. I thought I sent it to myself and as a picture. Yeah, something like that. I sent it to myself as a picture. Okay, yeah, I think like there. No, let me see. Yeah, like it. My son just sent it to me. That's it. Yeah. And you see, yeah, look at the kind of thing here. The kind of embarrassing thing here. That the article of incorporation they have. You see, say no to drugs. Now the articles of incorporation they. What kind of people in the country here so? We just jump up, we go. What they go? You know the party people they just follow all kind of stealing business. They get ready in no time. Now you saw why all their officials there they jump inside, say no to drugs, not in our own organization. Could you imagine? But some of us we decided to support it because we think that they think about drug, it's not about politics, it's not about stealing business, it's not about eating money from people. The people who suffering from the drug, they are already victims. Then you want to steal from we the some people again. The criminal, let me say the drug people, they are victims. I don't want to say they are criminals. People are already using them. Then we the some people will join you again. They want to steal from us again. So the people using the people giving them drug and using them. And they are victims. Then you're using people. Real some people who went to school and sound that the people you're using to go collect money from them. What kind of behavior is this in this country? Because everyone else have carried this notion who supported the Unity Party and said, you just form your own organization, we'll put money there. So everybody forming their own organization some kind of way. Everybody said, no, therefore our own, we'll put money there. That's why you saw Joseph Boakai and all, yeah, woman standing, no says to draw, or say no to draw, or say no to this. All the kind of fun that they play because everybody just stealing. Why you choose to use us? What do we really do to you in this country for we? You know the party people, what we really, what is the crime we have committed in this country for which you're coming and using, even some people in like all and all. Could you imagine that? The people out there, they are victims. We all say we're coming on their behalf to stop the drug thing. Then you jump or you're using us. What kind of behavior in that so? Oh gosh, these people. The country. What kind of country is this that Joseph Boakai is running? Hey, Papi. Jesus. You just come in a country, everything just check. Look at the thing they reporting. I will show you the picture. And the thing was just posted just today. It says, say no to drugs campaign, launched as grassroots movement. We talk like that, a grassroots. All of us, we say we're moving it right. Yeah, movement to combat sustenance and abuse is now embroiled in an internal power struggle, the fighting over power. After one of its initiators formally registered the initiative as a non-governmental organization. They say that NGO now. So one person say, hey, I'm causing noise. I'm going straight and register this organization as NGO. When I register it, that I don't want only finish. All I know you're causing, you go say now. That say no to drugs. And then I see where John Balu there. Oh, John Balu look at we the people. He looked at that and he was brave. When Mama Molu they were coming up, say we the people, because Mama Molu tried to say, look, while we have stand, we got to have a movement that will not be of stand, but it will be of the people. So Mama Molu said, we the people movement, that they won't organize that. Enough is enough. But Mama Molu was the face, right? But we the people, it's a movement. It is not a civil society organization. So they say no to drug. It's another movement. So if we were to take the we the people and somebody go incorporate it as we the people, the way Balu who are looking for job all over the place and country, but we the people were for him. He passing around looking for job. He say that he don't want that the CTD say no to the United Party people. They are rogues. Every little thing you see, they want to take it and own it. The same way they don't own the country. Everything you see, they want ownership. Their movement, they take a siege of it. So the letter came up and then formed it, and in no time, they said the business registration certificate issued August 12th. How many days? How many days here? August 12, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Today is the 20th. It was issued on August 12th. When was the say no to something? What ago? That say no to something, it happened when? August 7, right? And they say no to something? Yeah, August 7, right? Yeah, August 7. At the time they had something. August 7. They apply continue. Can you imagine 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Plow started. In no time, the articles of incorporation up. The business certificate is out. You see how the Unity Party people can behave? You see, they say register 12 by the Liberia Business Registrar list organizations, the organization as a non-profit honor the name say no to drugs. The entity is registered at EAWA Junction, by the place, the register office, Peaceville, with Liberia National Roslyn Amma Giddings. Is this person related to the Public West Minister? I don't know. Giddings names as both the register agent and the sole board member. How you want to be registered agent? You the sole board member. That group, the person registered agent number one get it. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine that? So the register. The funny thing about it, how many of you have not gone to register your organization at the Liberia Business Registry? That it will take sometimes 3 weeks, sometimes 4 weeks before you get business certificate. My man J, he truck for him to register his organization Because a business, you wanted to incorporate it because you're doing truck business, don't truck business. J doing that one there. I don't want a PRO for that group. And I was doing that one. Do you know how long it took for them to sign out their business certificate for a business to go on? It never took any time. In 3 days, the business certificate was up. Could you imagine that? To tell you that you Unity Party people, they are just wicked. Some businesses, people want to run in this country. Their business certificates are languaging at the Liberia Business Registry. Their business certificates are languaging at the Liberia Business Registry. It can be signed. But it never took any time. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. Could you imagine that? The person registered, put in their own name, saying, I want a board member. So I'm not going to make anybody want to go. Any money you're putting in the account, are the ones supposed to do the board resolution? That I want to do it. Are the one the sole registrant of the something? I will do it. Could you imagine all those kind of terrible things happening in this country? Now, you see, all the things I can talk here, I can be telling you, we're not saying it because we think that we just want to talk. No. No. J says he's still working after he's saying I get it. He said just loud. He's still working after he has been over a month now. He can't get it. But he said no to drugs in 3 days. The business certificate out. One person is the registered agent. The same person is the board member. Yeah, that certificate right here. Thank you so much, my son. Could you imagine? What? Yeah, this country. This country. You see, some of the things we can be talking here, then you're saying, you say, oh, everything you be talking. Ah! Wow. Could you imagine? What? Let me show you the certificate. It is a certificate. You want to see it? Okay. How it is? Okay, I see it now. So they say initial registration date. They say August 6th. Oh, so you see, August 6th. By the time they did the initial registration date, the registration date itself, the initial registration date, August 6th. Why people were going for the protest already? Who were put in the team only already? Can you imagine that? So it didn't just start now. They prepared this thing ever since the Unity Party people. They almost said I want to chopping and I want to eat it. She will eat on the drug thing. Do you know how the Unity Party people use Ebola to build houses for themselves? They always use dangerous situations to raise money at the expense of the Liberian people. No wonder they wanted for all meal to come back. Don't you know that Joseph Boakai, all the terrible governance thing he's doing, want for war to come so that they will raise money out of this country? The people are crisis beneficiaries. They always benefit from crisis. So they will look for one crisis and then make it. If you check behind the way they're making money out of that thing, and now I believe that Unity Party people bringing in the drug in this country here, just to make money out of it. I'm getting to really believe it now. Now, I'll tell you, say, God can give me tear for me to really think. These people are bringing in drug because the one thing they want to see come back, and not coming. Nobody fighting them. Nobody creating problem. They are police now, brutalize people. They now beat people. They now do all kinds of things. People say no. There will be no checkpoint in this country according to George Weah on his watch. Currently, George Weah is the leading opposition figure in this country. The entire country still hangs on his shoulder. And he said there will be no checkpoint on his watch. That watch he was talking about is on his watch as a leader in government and also on his watch as a leading opposition figure. There will be no checkpoint. That was George Weah's statement. So they know that when I'm working, the next thing they bring in now so that they will raise money and eat money out of it, they just bring in drugs in this country. This is how they make their money. How is it possible? You have a registration stuff here that says on the 6th. Then 6 days after that, on the 12th, the business registration certificate out. They didn't say that I don't want anything here. But why you didn't tell your friends when you people were into it? You were having the meetings and think if they are known as your own property and think nobody will have just put their energy and everything in it. You see how wickedness looks? You see here? They say other social work activities without accommodation. Like ADSO. They said this certificate is not valid after the 6th of August 2026, because at the time we have to renew it. So on the 6th, we're going for a protest. On the 7th, the leader already fired a ulterior motive. These people playing these things. Yeah. And I said, so I read it so. The thing you can see. The thing you will see. Let me tell you, these people, everyone else wants to eat everything. Can you imagine? Wow. So you see how the country is? Let me now join my brother Prince Sheriff. Sheriff, what's up?
Yeah, Teacher Light, thank you so very kindly. We are fine. We are okay. While it is true that we listening to what is happening in Liberia with sadness, but again, we are grateful that he has given us the strength that we can be able to adequately educate our people and expose what is happening. So we are grateful. We are grateful. But Teacher Light, as you explained about this entire issue of the recent time where Liberians, out of their own earnest suffering, decided that there is a need for us to be able to petition our government. There were faces we saw in that particular initiative, and we deduced that that is political. Because under no circumstances or condition, the government that is charged with the responsibility of managing our resources to better our life, to protect us, we want to join a protest and petition itself to say no to drugs. That was where we suspect that something was not right. But again, like you said, Teacher Light, this is not strange. The Unity Party has always used the people suffering to benefit. I'll give you an example, and you said it. With the issue of the coronavirus, the Ebola virus, we saw what happened around here. Like even our brother who ran away from here, he came here to the States, how you call it, and Yimpan that was at, the Ministry of Public Works. We get his name. He came here to the States. These people mismanage millions of United States dollars that should have been used to fight the Ebola drugs in Liberia. They mismanaged that money, and some of them, they got rich overnight from it. For example, let's look at the recent incident that happened in Liberia with the how you call the place that got when the fire disaster happened in, I think, in Bone County, when that truck burned some people, and there was this unfortunate situation. The money, according to them, that was collected and given to the people, other people decided that they will eat the money. No, maybe that one is too far. Let's look at the recent one. A program that was meant for Liberia to celebrate the inaugural program. What did these people do? But maybe these people collected the money and sent it to themselves, to the extent that money that was meant, the inaugural program that every Liberian is supposed to be part of. They took that money, they said they sent it to Unity Party cell on this side, they sent it to the other campaign person on this side, they sent it to the other campaign. Up to today, the Unity Party has not released a single report of that particular inaugural fund that was mismanaged. So these people are noted of using and benefiting from the Liberian people suffering. Take for example, how you call another pathological liar, Dara DeLong, who yesterday was saying, oh, the economy is in the toilet. The economy is in the toilet. Today, a Dara DeLong is riding $45,000 car that is changeable after 2 or 3 years. Where is the economy? This man is in Japan, and he is not eating, how you call, uncontrollably. Where is the economy right now? As we speak to you, other people are suffering, other people are dying, their children have been seriously affected by this issue of drugs. And one person just decided that, well, they will take the whole thing and make it as their private initiative. But the reason why it is happening is because these people have been sponsored by the government. You know, the reason why you see this fighting is taking place amongst them, Teacher Light, was because when they organized this particular, how you call, say no to drugs thing, the operative of the government that was inside, Joseph Newman gave these people 18,000 United States dollars.
18,000 United States dollars. And that money was given so as to change the message. To change the message, that money was given. When that money was given, other people within the group felt that, well, okay, the money will be divided into cells so that we can organize in the community. I mean, those who actually help us to bring out the people that at least will be able to appreciate them and stuff like that. Another few group of people decided that 18,000 for us. And they decided to use that money because they see this as a lucrative business. Remember how you call the LDA Deputy Bosua told us at the Ministry of Information, Culture Affairs and Tourism that the executive is involved with the drugs. The judiciary is involved. The legislative branch of government is involved with this drug. He said it's a lucrative business. So these people want to use the suffering of the Liberian people to enrich themselves and to benefit, which is sad. It is sad. That is the modus operandi of the Unity Party. They have always used our suffering to benefit. Look at Joseph Numa Boyka today. The man is benefiting while we, the Liberian people, are suffering. While our mothers are giving birth on the sidewalk and they refuse to attend hospitals. Joseph Numa Boyka is traveling uncontrollably without any results. These people are always like that. That is who they are. When the Liberian people are suffering, that's how they can be able to make profit. They use us as their goods. So in our suffering, they go around and lie, we want money, we want money. When the money is given, then forget it. They use it. Take for example, look at what happened to the Ministry of Public Works. Joseph Numa Boyka told us that within a period of 100 days, no car will be stuck in a mud. The first $22 million that was given to Gideons, people suffering. Our county, we can't go there. The road court. They collected money in the name of we coming greater the rule, so that at least Liberian can be able to travel. The first 22 million, teacher, you said this one on your platform. You deliberated on it. That 22 million dollar, the people used that money fioko. Nothing came from inside. When Goodings went before the lawmaker, the senator, he said, "Oh, I chew the money. I finished using it, boy. I beg you, you forgive me." And he walked away with impunity. Well, up to today, our roads are still cut. So these people will always use the Liberian people suffering to benefit from them. Look at Joseph Numa Boyka. A man that could not afford that told us, no, that means saying it. Don't get mad with me, fellow Liberians and listeners around the world. Joseph Numa Boyka told us that he was living on loan, that he could not afford. But look at this man. While we are suffering, this man, he just going up and down. He flying private jet around the place. While we are suffering, we cannot even afford. He himself said that Liberians cannot afford. He used his platform when he addressed the nation and told the Liberian people that, look, my people, you're suffering. We set up a committee that will report in for the 8 day. But look at the Liberian people suffering. And they use almost $2 million to go to Japan. That no result coming from there. Tanzania benefited from there. Mozambique benefit. Nigeria benefit. Ghana benefit. But Liberia will come back with MOU. My people, these people are noted very well for using our suffering so that they can benefit. And that's the reason why we will not be silent. We will not keep quiet. We must continue to expose this kleptocratic regime, these criminals, these gangsters, these people that have held the soul of our nation hostage, these people that are using our resources against us. We must hold them accountable.
Wow. And I appreciate all you've said, and it's just you were like rumbling over almost everything. And Prince, this is very glaring. Where we are in this country, things are bad. And just as I speak, and the LDA, one of the directors, Aaron Kaza, I'm understanding, just made an arrest. And a lady living in Lemon Greenhouse, I think they are about 4. They just made an arrest in Tinkers Village area, right near Joseph Boyka area again in rehab. That's where they made an arrest with them. And then they offered the commander 5,000 so that they will let them go. The man said no. Currently, they are in his car, and I think they are going to the DA office. That's the information we just gathered. Some of the children right around there. And that man is scary. I don't know whether they will release her again, because you know the kind of thing there now. The arrest is not an issue in this country nowadays. They said, but what will happen after the arrest? So for the DA to go and make the arrest is not an issue. But it depends. It depends who's in charge and who's having these people, because they live in think of very bad. In fact, that whole rear belt, think of very what about that drug cartel region now. Joseph Boyka and his children, they are there. I don't know. God can remember. They used to say, oh, Jamaica Resort, and they play the smoking used to be going on. You go to Jamaica Resort, it's no smoking. You go to Jamaica Resort, that's no smoke. You just see what happening now. Your whole rehab. It has now turned to drug cartel now.
Sure.
They were not there about smoking, but you see people being arrested. I mean, they just arrested them. About 4 ladies. They put them in a jeep. They carry them now. Just for that same rehab belt. That replace, because at the same haven now, once you're in the presidential comfort zone, you are safe. You do your drug, you are safe. Because so now they can bring into the convoy, they just carry across the road. You know that convoy now? That area is convoy the most. Yeah, so that's the area. So you can carry the convoy, you drop it. You carry the convoy, you go, you drop it. That's how they are doing it.
And like we said the last time, Teacher Light, these people, what is happening is that the drugs is just being redistributed in the various community. Arrest the drug from Douala, take it and carry it to real life. And look, they wow, we can see passing these vehicles that get this syringe, this executive vehicle, all of them, most of them, they are transporting drugs. But what they are doing, they are transporting drugs. All that wow, we can see passing wow, because they cannot be stopped. The people can search them. When they are going in the various county, look, these people have so damaged our country to the extent that we are looking at these people ripping the soul of our nation out. And some of us, when we speak, then people come, they say nonsense about us, as if we care. We are fighting for the soul of Liberia. We don't have time. Talk whatever you want to talk. But this is getting scary to the extent that now in the government, that we the one saying it. The LDEA deputy boss is telling us that the issue now of drugs, it has gone to the highest office, the executive, it is there. Where are we? How are we doing this? The government that is supposed to be fighting, the government that is supposed to be protecting us, the government that is supposed to put in place those policies, those mechanisms to be able to protect our children. The government is the one now selling the drugs to us. How? How possible it is? How? How will we fight this? The ordinary people are sincere in their fight against these drugs. We are sincere against this. The usage of drugs. But look at how drugs has taken over the country. Look at the proliferation of drugs. And these people use this drugs message to run campaign during the election time. Oh, draw all what they play. Oh, draw all what they play. But the last time I can remember, Honor President, what we are seeing, we weren't seeing it. Our children lives were not busting around the place. They were not dying in their numbers to the extent that someone told me that this time now what can happen in the ghetto, when people die now, they can secretly in the net go take them to go bury them, because they don't want for people to start counting, to start taking hair counts of all of the deaths. So you're waiting for in the net now. So anything happen, you get there and go chunk them somewhere. And this is scaring. You have a government that have abandoned our responsibility. And this is what we as Liberians, we need to confront seriously and demand this government to do something. Mr. Bweka took an oath to defend the Constitution. He took an oath to defend us as Liberians. That he would defend the Constitution, he would protect us. Fighting drugs is part of that oath that he took, that he would defend the nation, he would defend us. But look at what is happening. These people have abandoned their responsibility and their duties. These people are now walking around and they are enjoying themselves, while we, the ordinary people, are languishing in abject poverty. While our children are dying on a daily basis, they are enjoying. A factory owner today is receiving $3,000 for gas slip. While at the LDEA, they get a bunch of volunteers who are seriously compromised with the issue of drugs and bribe. Thank God we have some good people in there, but the good ones are not enough to be able to fight this. The LDA themselves confess that almost all of the people, the 90% of those who are at the LDA, they are volunteers. And serious $500, $5, you change it $5, you put it together. Somebody said they come here arrest you with drugs. You take that 500 United States dollar that you change to $5, you show him for that man. That man, it will bring with shake. Especially under this kind of government, it will bring with shake. And you don't blame these people. You blame the government, because the government have failed to take its responsibility. The government have failed to fight these things. Look at where we are. Our entire nation, look at the level, look at how Liberia is looking. The country is so fearful to the extent that when you go out, you are there, we get a report. When you go out, as soon as 6 o'clock, forget it. Everybody leaving, everybody running for on the street. Running, I have to say, that careful time. Because of the level of crime. that have taken over our country. What did we do to bring Joseph Newman Boyka to power? That bad we do to give Joseph Newman Boyka an opportunity. The man who politically was virtually dead, who physically to some extent President we has to resurrect this man and say, look, and I will resurrect you and I will give you power. You think that this man of his age should be the one that will vigorously fight against some of the ills that are happening, because where he is now, he is in his legacy life. He just want to live. What kind of life you want to live? But unfortunately, it almost like this man now, they resurrect him 20 years back. He almost like living in his early 20s. Look at how he is behaving. Look at how he is living. In a year where people are suffering, these people were able to have 2-time birthday party. They finish having their wedding anniversary. They tell around, they say they're having a party. What kind of thing is this, my people? Look, Liberians, until we stand up and continuously demand that this government do what is right, in keeping with law, these people will continue to play for how to hustle. They will play for how to hustle. They will play for how to hustle. No wonder why you saw that when the Liberian people gather, they how you call it, the retire suffering, that was organized by how you call Stan, Chairman Molu. You saw Liberians came. Joseph Newman Boyka and his gangster, none of them show up because they have no interest in it. Everything that is for the Liberian people, whoever that is advocating for you, they don't like you, they will ostracize you. They want to eliminate you. But immediately the organized drug something, we saw him taking them to his office, they taking picture. They think about drug that picture taking this day. We saw them having birthday party around, because I can say, a throwing party around the place after that drugs rally. We saw them, their own video. They were dancing. While our children are dying, they're dancing. Liberians, this is serious. And we must stand up against this. Because it has reached to the place that talking is not just enough. Actions are needed.
Actions are certainly needed, and I think it's quite important that we stress all of these things for you, because if you have a government that doesn't care, the government does not care at all. Just recently, we saw waste splashing in our faces again. It doesn't matter what we say, how we cry, what we do with our cries. They don't just care. Just yesterday, after they announced to us that the president was leaving this country to go to Japan to attend 2 functions. One was the yearly conference they can have, the Target 9, and then they also have the Expo 2025. He said he was going to attend all 2. That's why he left from here. We did not see Joseph Boyka anywhere around there near the conference except a picture depicting he and a man sitting down. The only place we saw Joseph Boyka was at a hospital. That's the place we saw Joseph Boyka. Immediately we saw Joseph Boyka at that hospital. Just yesterday, they announced that Joseph Boyka will not attend the other program that he said he was going to attend. And he's making his way back. Now, the question here is, why in the first place? You have to travel with the huge delegation just for all of you to go to one hospital, and then you say you're coming back. Do you know at that export program, that's where the real investors, that where they meet in exchange businesses are there. Unlike that other program, the non-stuff that has to do with Japan personal, because the other program that they played, they were giving Nigeria and sitting and they assigned it to them. Tanzania then. Yeah, Prince, I think that's what you're talking about. They assign cities to them. They will be building in those areas. Because they left him out. He's dumbfounded. They left here his delegation. They are wasteful. They put look at countries that develop and developing. Then you, their country, you wasting money. You think they will give you money? You think they don't have their agencies here keeping track records of us? Then you just go there like that with huge delegation like that. You think the people will take you to be serious person? The people look at Nigeria as big as Nigeria is. Their delegation, I was just checking on it. They were about 15. I mean, Nigeria, they were about 15. The rest of the other people, then you carry all the point. They just look at you at the conference and say, "Opponent, that's serious. What kind of opponent this? You are not serious. You didn't give any serious face that you want something for these people. You're going out there. We are a begging nation. We are asking people for support. We are not people who have arrived yet. We are undeveloped nation. You go into such program with a huge delegation. Who will give you face? Who will give you face? He jumps for that. He's coming back, and just to calculate, Prince, see the wastefulness. Each one of those tickets that they have, each one of those tickets that you saw them carrying down there, the lowest is 10,100 round trip for business class.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is with the exception of lodging and every other thing, and every other thing.
They're playing to go sit down. Yeah. That's what it is. And he carries so top-notch officials. So all of them are business class they carry. He don't carry bad player. I say real top-notch officials. All of them, they are big people that they don't want to carry so. A certain class of ticket. That's what they carry. They are talking about economic class. The other class now. The other class that your own class, my own class, our own class. What? That's 6,000 some more you can pay for that. So think about it. There are people that they did not name that we saw there. Right? There are people that they did not name that we saw there. The likes of Anthony Kesedine, these are the high-profile people on the delegation that they did not even name, but they also enjoy the business class.
Sure.
So calculate that number by 40. 10,100 times 40. Put it there. You see how much it is.
Wow.
Yeah. That one, I get a plain thing you're talking about. That the plain thing you're talking about there. I'll talk about the accommodations. Because according to them, only the president and his entourage, the people responsible for the rest of the other people that are responsible for them. They don't want to keep up with that release. They don't want to keep up with that statement. Yeah.
You know, Teacher Light, these people told us, I saw the picture of Darius DeLong, who are also referred to as a pathological liar. Few years back, Darius DeLong told us that the economy under President Weah was in the toilet. This economy was in the toilet, but we saw consistent development that was initiated by His Excellency President Dr. George Manuel Weah. He said the economy was in the toilet, but for each time President Weah travels and he comes back, there will be another level of development that he will initiate. According to them, they say the economy was in the toilet. But what we are seeing now, we did not see it. They said the economy was in the toilet, but President Weah was able to employ and keep 700 people at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs that were feeding their family and they were impacting other people's life. They said the economy was in the toilet, but when President Weah came, he did not downsize anybody. Everybody was kept there. They said the economy was in the toilet when President Weah came, and when we were hit by the coronavirus, people sat at home for almost 8 months and they were being paid. They said the economy was in the toilet, but our children were not faced with this kind of humiliation and mass failure that they are faced with today. They said the economy was in the toilet, but look at what happened. With all of these luxurious and opulence living, we did not see it around. They said the economy was in the toilet, but there were some ministers who used to attend school programs and they would be able to give scholarship out. Some of them will leave money there, at least to encourage the children. They said the economy was in the toilet. But today, the economy is not in the toilet. But guess what? They are downsizing our people. The economy is not in the toilet, but the prices of basic commodity are on the increase. The economy is not in the toilet, but Patrick Horner is using $3,000 there for a generator. The economy is not in the toilet, but Darius DeLong, now he's traveling and wasting money around. The economy is not in the toilet, but Samora, who is the central bank governor and a relative of Joseph Newman Blecker. That idiot there is making $60,000 at the end of the year for your housing allowance. Housing allowance alone. Now I'm talking about pay. The man is getting every month 7,800. According to him, he said how you call catch allowance. The catch allowance different from housing allowance. All of the ministers that in that place, they have been paid. Their own house they living in, they paying them. So I don't know where is the economy right now. Whether Joseph Newman Breaker afforded hostage and is in his bedroom and they are using it, I don't know. Because when it was in the toilet, so to speak, according to them, we saw the dividends of what was happening. We saw the prices of basic commodities people could afford. We saw that when the economy was in the toilet, we saw President we are giving us scholarship. We saw our children did not pay a dime to any school for WAS fees. The Saturday classes fee were being paid for. We saw our children at the University of Liberia, our brothers and our sisters at the University of Liberia, attending a tuition-free colleges and university around the place when the economy was in the toilet. But today, I don't know where the economist is. That Joseph Newman Breaker is traveling with almost 40 plus people to Japan and coming with no results. I don't know where the economy is. That today drugs has taken over. Corruption is all over the place. Anywhere you turn corruption, anywhere you turn corruption, anywhere you turn corruption. I don't know where the economy is. We do not know where the economy is, fellow Liberians. We're at the Ministry of State. 74 person need that goes need. We can see the person. We not check for them. We not use the most advanced satellite to check for them. We not see them. The GSC said, the GSC. Now we don't saying it. GSC said they conducted a kind of audit at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. They're looking for the 74 people where they put on payroll and it took almost about $500,000 over the period of 1 year, just a few months. They're looking for them as we speak up to now. We found it. I know maybe one of my sister Susan Bagay will find them. Whereas you know the people where they will find them, we know. Thank God she she will be able to tell us. They're looking for them. They found them. Corruption is all over the place. So where is the economy now? Me, I'll stop here. The way Susan and come, maybe she will be able to help us to tell where they are. Susan, my sister, welcome.
Thank you.
He said you're looking for the government. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, students, let's welcome Susan. And of course, she has joined us, and we are very happy that we are together and we're going to Father Sue. What's up? How's everything?
Everything is great. Oh my God, it's a privilege to be among the both of you guys, especially AB. I mean, you've been fiery. I mean, one of my brothers called me and said, Susie, the way that big brother AB can fire. I said, this is our time to fire. They've been listening to us for 12 years. And then my other brother Prince here. Oh my God. I think you guys have been locking things down. So I was like, it is an honor to receive that invitation to come on here. I was like, oh my God, Kiss FM. That my own spot. That my own home there. I'm going home.
I know, right? Yeah, you know, the guys are making a thing. I don't know. Some Liberians, at a certain point in time, people will think that we are happy at what's happening, and so we are happy. And I would just like to ask you, Susan, when we are smiling at these terrible things while we are laughing at the same time laughing, and sometimes it appears that people say, but these very people that say the Liberian people suffering, why are they laughing? Why are they laughing at these people? Is there any reason that these punches are being accompanied by sometimes laughter?
I mean, the laughter for me, what from my perspective is the wrong decision you guys took. You took the wrong decision, so we have to laugh at you. You know,
Okay.
things were being done in the country. You know, you took the wrong decision by listening to those bookers, those of Joseph Delon and Joseph Waka, who came out and lied to you guys. How can you guys easily be convinced like that? When rice price, everything was okay. President Weah was paying your children's school fees, but you guys were able to listen to the common lies. So sometimes when we see some things, then when they're on the street, they're crying like that, we have to, blast at the government, but at the same time, laugh for it that next time you guys would make the right decision. And at 2029, y'all will make the right decision. So I think that's what the laughter comes with. That's what I think, though. I don't know you, Pepe teacher. I don't know what your own laughter comes with.
No, the frustration came along when the election result came, and these things are happening, and people are laughing. And somebody is telling me something, and I sue another for or Sherry. Somebody is telling me something. If George Weah could manage for the first time in our country history, manage COVID-19 deficits, to have developed this country out of just practically maybe 4 years, right? Does it now settle the debate that 6 years is just a waste? If people are really serious, you gave them 4 years. Like George Weah wanted the tenure of our president to be reduced to 5 years. Look at the number of time that we'll have to sit to wait. Could you imagine? If we are listening to Weah, we have gone for that referendum. Today we are not having this kind of long wait for this kind of uselessness that's going on. You see why we have done and shot ourselves in the leg? And the very people who leading us to that long wait, people like Delone, we got to sit down and wait for a whole 6 years. We are saying, let's go to the referendum. Let's reduce this thing at least for a year. And someone even said, no, let's reduce it to 4 years. If the government is very serious, and we have demonstrated that a government that is very serious and people-centered, you wouldn't need to give them 4 years. They are able to develop this country. Don't you people see that? And from where we are sensing so far, that debate, you can really see it clearly now that the referendum, it was very necessary that we really went into it.
Very, very
yeah, sorry, but Teacher Light, it doesn't take you million years when you are determined to be able to do what you want to do. I'm going to give this example on you. You've now worked in government and make maybe the millions of dollars. But through your initiative, through the little that you are getting, you sat down and say, I must put something down for my children. And even in the midst of difficult times, while you were trying, you were putting down your own project. Nobody can come in front of you and say, oh, you are making money. Oh, the money you're making is not the government money that will make you build a house. Today, if God help you, or tomorrow, if God help you, and you start to work in government, nobody will come tell you, say, oh, that means you see that government is working. Because you were determined to do what you did. And you continue to do it. That's part of the difficulties. Nothing is in what you're doing. You are not getting anything. But you are able to manage your resources, and the kind of building you are putting down is gigantic and up to any international standard. Is because you are determined. So the thing is, but when you are determined, somebody can even give you even 1 year, you can make significant impact. And if you think I'm lying, let's use President Weah as an example. President Weah doing the peak of the coronavirus. Do you know that 2 years was taken from President Weah from the corona? Oh yes, 2 years. Was taken from President Weah because during that 2 years, the entire world was completely shut down. But all of those times while we were suffering, while the other people, they were there, Corona was killing people, that's when we put out the military hospital. First time in the history of Liberia, for us to have a military hospital, it was under that regime. Under the period of 4 years, President Weah was able to build a ministerial complex for us that today is saving this government millions of United States dollars. That money that used to go in other people's pockets today is very safe. Let's look at the Freeport of Monrovia. The Freeport of Monrovia today have a good headquarters. It was under the 4 years of President Weah. So you don't need plenty of years to be able to make the impact. All you need is somebody who is sincere, somebody who is honest enough, somebody who will manage the people resources with honesty. That's all you need for things to be able to work. And that's what we saw.
Okay, Susan, let's hear you.
That's what we saw.
Yeah, you see, this government is the most embarrassing government in the history of Liberia, Brother AB.
Okay.
You know, this is a man who has, I can say sometime 50 years plus experience in government. He claimed that he has 50 years plus experience in government. And when I do the comparison between Joseph Boakai and President Weah, I shake my head many days. You know, when I look at the hospital, the PHP park, the airport, and many more, I look at myself and say, and told myself that imagine if the president of Liberia, our president, President Weah, was going to have another 6 year, which was 12 years now. Just imagine how Liberia was going to be looking at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
But we have this man who came to us and lied that he has 50 years experience in government. But since he came in, it has been one mistake to another. You know, I don't know if you guys know about this information though, but I have family and friends in Japan.
Okay.
Yesterday morning, when they left, I called in Japan to find out. They got Liberians in Japan.
Certainly.
That the hospital they went to, what was the purpose of that hospital? I found out that he went there for a checkup.
Wow.
He also went there for a checkup. So since Joseph Boaka in the rest, even though he went, they put it out on the internet like, oh, they went there for a visit, but the papi also went there for a checkup. So they have
Hmm.
been lying. Yes, they just put out that image that they were going there for a visit, but he spent additional 2 hours there for a checkup.
I think I want to
So
believe you. Maybe it was
yes,
based upon a checkup that they advised him to come back home. I think staying long there would be too detrimental to him. I think he needs to come
yes,
back home. That's what they told him. I
yes.
think they was advising.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was the purpose of their visit. So I'm doing a little more follow up. So you imagine somebody who has 40 something plus years experience. You lie to the Liberian people, Joseph Boaka. You guys say you were going to fight drugs. Right now, our children are dying. I think y'all saw the school, the result that came out this year
Yeah.
that the children are not even progressing. This is the man who has 40 something years of experience. Since you came to power, it has been excuses. Like my brother Prince just said, when you are determined, determination, you don't have to wait for 20 years to achieve what you want to achieve. You
You're right.
put your everything into it. If you say you're building a house, guess what? The cost you used to buy 200 before, you will less than your expensive. You will start
Mm-hmm.
buying some type of $50 because you want to make a quick progress. It has been almost 2 years now. We have not seen one foundation for this old man. The only thing we've been seeing, common delegation. Things that common citizen can do. He will dress up in his costume. Stop citizen on the road. Go there, he say he dedicating things. Projects that don't make sense. What it is a complete embarrassment. I have never seen that in the history of Liberia. Never. So if Joseph Boaka was a very serious old man, then right now we have seen progress already. Right now, we now see something there already. Something. If Boaka was serious right now, all the things are happening right now. Let's speak on the drugs issue. I mean, then he has put some type of foundation for rehab right now in the hospital. But where is Joseph Boaka? Every day he traveling, coming back in the country with nothing. He cares less. The old man just came to rescue himself. And he's not serious at all. AB, he's not serious. So when you
Okay.
can tell from a serious government from the foundation of that 1 year, 2 years, nothing we see, we're going to the 10 year. We're not going to see nothing till the end of this government. Absolutely nothing. That's all I have to say.
And these are troubling times. And just today, the front page Africa was able to report that the Liberia Revenue Authority boss and the double, he was even stating that the system that they put in place to track the issue of taxation from government agencies are all characterized by flaw. The guys have fingered all of the system. So for you to get money now, the RRA, the revenue generation component, that thing that was, they spend a lot of money, World Bank, IMF, they spend a lot of money to track the issue about financial transactions in terms of payments. The man has said that all those systems in the ministries and agencies, everything, they finish fingering everything. So nobody correct.
But the thing is, teacher, like, they will finger it. Because if you have, for example, a person like Gregory Como collecting tax now, collecting government taxes, the man now, that 3-in-1, Gregory Como. So what do you expect? These people will always find a way to finger the system so that they can benefit. This is their MO. That's what they do best. That's why they know how to do it. But the reason why we are catching these people now is because, it's not easy. Everybody's eyes open now. People like you are informing our people on a daily basis in the simplest way that they can understand. We have taken the debate now from one we say, from the executive mansion, we have carried all the way down there to Nukuta, to Braba, to Genuine, all the way down to Kopa, and those other areas. So the people are now understanding. So what we are faced with now, any move that they make, we hear it. But it is unfortunate that we are hearing it and they are not even stopping, but we'll continue to talk. So that's truth. They are damaging the system, and the reason for which they are damaging it is so that they can benefit. And it's that strange thing. Army Moda took almost $92,000. What became of it? Was it not from the same system? So the people know, brother, maybe the people were there for 12 years. After all, we will say to them, they created some of these systems. For example, the FMA system, the financial management system that the government is using. They created it. They were there for 12 years. The international community helped us to put all of these systems together to be able to, ensure that government run properly. So the people that were there that didn't want to feel like they not we must expect what's one than this because they know how to do it. And they were there. They were the first owner of this particular room, and they are now inside. So we must just forget it. They will finger a Google. They will steal Google. Oh, they will not play. Then people will stealing going out of style. That's what they will do. And that's what they're doing. They're doing best.
You're right. You're right.
Brother Prince, just to come in, Brother AB. The thing here is, I think the people already know that they only there for 6 years, right?
Okay.
They know that they are aware. This is the reason why, and I always say, have you seen any opposition for a ruling government to be in power? They check on CDC. We are. The people breakfast. We are morning breakfast. Anytime they say it, I say because that is their biggest fear. The reason why they wake up every morning, they own we are CDC. I mean, you in ruling government, you're supposed to be enjoying yourself. I didn't see this happening with CDC. When CDC was not in power, when CDC was in power, they were not talking about UP this way. But UP wake up every day, we are, because they know that they are there for just 6 years. So within these 6 years, those young boys are taking all what they can take before we come back to power. That's why you see right now, Mo Ali now is attacking people on his post.
You're right.
When you talk to Mo, he say anything every day y'all won't be telling people about government. When people won't do they y'all attach government about it. Mo, you so quick to forget. No patron now dancing with money, spreading money because they know that they're only in power for 6 years. So when you are young and very greedy and power is given to you and you have a president who is very absent-minded, that's what happened. You will take as much as you want to take. That's what's happening right now. They're doing all of these things because they just went there to rescue themselves. So they're rescuing themselves right now to leave the country in mess for us in 2029 because we know that only 6 yellow people therefore this is the reason why they're just stealing. That's why. And it's just wrong because Liberia is not a stealing ground. Liberia is not a stealing ground. In as much as they're doing it, we'll continue calling them out. But the people know they only have one term, only 6 years. And that's the 6 years now. They're taking it, they're just putting their fingers all over stealing. Mo Ali now, who used to say the country was in bad condition, the country is not in bad condition. No more. It's okay now for Dara Stallone.
Yeah. I really see it that way, and it's quite terrible for our country where we are, where the ordinary people are struggling, and you can see that they are going through a lot on a daily basis. Even now, there is a period to pay tuitions. Most parents are not able to afford to send their children to school, and a brother of mine was just telling me today that by next year, the way the LRA boss are complaining about revenue, half systems are fingered. And then the national legislature is in a form and faction they are in, where they try to recast and look for money to put somewhere. I don't know what 2026 will look like, and we don't know what 2027 will look like. Here is it, the National Elections Commission, the only body that is responsible to guide our political process when it comes to election. They are now owing. They got to look for that other money to pay. I don't know what's really going on. We are seeing a lot of declining activities in Liberia. The last time the finance minister lied that indeed this getting letter that in 2 weeks they were going to determine whether Liberia will get the compact grant. That was a blatant lie and covered up. We have gone more than 2 weeks now, and they're having a huge delegation taken to Japan. While the education system is a flop, we are seeing a lot of challenges going on in Liberia, and people are not sensing what really going on with their government and what to do about it. Now, where we are now, I know many are asking a question as to why citizens don't want to take action. Why is it we are not seeing massive citizens action to take this government off? And we asking the question, Susan, I come to your man. Do you think taking up a government or marching against the government, if a Bwaka leaves or Kun comes, will there be any difference? Are people really seeing it as an option? Because you can only see that if you have an option. Is Kun an option for which you think Liberian people are just reluctant? They say the whole government bar. So even you take out one now, you just want to put the next man in there and another problem again. Susan.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted Brother Prince to talk first.
Oh, you told that one there, your countryman. Is he the best option? Because maybe when the opponent see option in, they say, "Then you forget where you yesterday one time." Because
If you asking that for why so ridiculous, or if you ask me,
oh wow, no man, a young man, at least he gets people ahead of him. If the old man wouldn't get people, don't care. That young man will care. The young man will care.
That from why so ridiculous, if you ask me, because I don't know, the person who said he has 50 years of government experience can't do anything. Then who got zero experience? Why you coming to the whole country was just saying us down? Because I don't even understand the rescue government, because looking at Kun, his level of desperation, and he's just so desperate for everything in life, and that's my fear with him. And that's my fear with wanting everything so quick. Life is about time. Life is about progress. But a man who is desperate, he can do anything. My fear here is we shouldn't wake up one day we hear say Kuna said the whole of Liberia. Because
Desperation.
because of how desperate he is. You know, even when you have friends, the ones that are desperate, these are the ones you got to fear, because they can do anything. They can when they're desperate, they will put their hand in anything.
Yeah.
Anything that will bring the money. So for me, I'm really afraid of desperate people. I believe in time and progress. I believe that what is for you will come. I believe that, like right now, this was God time. God said today I was going to be here with you guys. So I don't rush in life. That's what I believe in. But the way Kun has shown us, and he made the video before even running as a vice president, the message that they pushed out there was, oh, I'm only going, and the only reason why behind this old man is because he does not have long term to live. And that was the message that was pushed in Nima County. So and this that main message that PYJ pushed forward, this was the message that made thousands of Nima people to vote for this government, and they still believe that Kun has a chance. The reason why you see on the internet when I post, I get more attack in the minds of many Nimanians. They're sitting there thinking that, okay, there is a chance for Kun to become a president. That's why you see a lot of them are very, very mute. And if Kun presidency is now going through the straight process, the straight way that President we are and the rest of the people, if you have to depend on somebody dying to come in power, that's a dangerous person. All right? You have to come like everyone, fight like everyone. But the whole life of Jeremiah Kun has always been somebody pushing up and something will happen. This is my fear. That boy is too desperate. And as desperate as he is, he can do anything. He might not want to give power out very easily.
Wow.
Looking at him. So it's
That's
from
true.
worse to ridiculous. You take Boaga out, 1 minute what you say, the Chinese people or American people now say our country.
God will mortgage you in no time.
Yo, you too desperate.
So they said, can we put us, Prince, can we put us in a situation where they said, I don't say live with the devil. It's better you be with the devil you know than the angel you haven't seen. So Bwaga is the devil. Who is the angel we haven't seen? Can we live with the devil for 6 years, 4 more years?
Kun or Bweka can never be even compared to this particular analogy, Teacher Light. Because the thing is, the first thing is, Kun, the way and manner in which the environment amongst the Unity Party is so toxic. When you just carry petrol on there and put it between them, it will just ignite. Fire will just catch on it. Because the thing is, there is a big problem with the Unity Party that people are not seeing. The Unity Party believe that Kun is an opportunist. He came on board when they did everything, and he was just pushed there because of Prince Johnson. They believe that this is their thing. And so because it is their thing, they are not going to give somebody like Jeremiah Kun the opportunity, the chance to be able to take it and carry it anywhere. No, he can't. That's why you see, even now, they are even fighting him to the extent that he has become like a puppet. Look at how Jeremiah Kun has been reduced to how you call a procurement director. That just said, will tell you, say, oh man, go to China, go look for a team for all, go look for the price. Look at how he has been reduced. Kun is virtually, remember now, he said that thing in Niba, that for him, he begged ball to Joseph Nima Bweka. Teacher Lido, you are a lawyer. You went to school for that, to defend people's right, to defend the law. If you are not able to defend somebody in court, that plumber they will go bring when I know about the law to defend that person, plumber will succeed. Joseph Nima Bweka will get the experience. When we look at him, we say, okay, the Omer, because of what we're boasting of, the Omer get the experience. In fact, he get a connection, he get friends, he can make things happen. Hey, Joseph Nima Bweka who can make things happen, the Papa said that I said the whole country and I. And the clever thing that he did, he just taking a chunk of influence for the 8 day to be able to come out with the problem here. Because the way Liberian people suffering, come out with a solution into the 8 day. If Jeremiah Kun will come out with solution in for the 8 days, then why you get economic advisors for? So I mean these advisors are useless. You get paying them for nothing. So why you get, when people want to solve problems, they look at the expertise of the individual that they want to, get involved in solving the problem. If I am sick right now, I will not go to carpenter shop and say, oh, my people are sick. I will go to a medical doctor to adequately or a medical practitioner to advise me. So a Kun, look at the history of Kun. What has Kun done? I mean, what is his history as far as governance is concerned? Kun is just somebody who benefited from maybe, let's say, the people of Nimba magnanimity. That's all. But what has Kun done? What has Kun put on the floor? A serious discussion that will impact the peoples of Nimba, or let's say the people of Nigeria. Let's put it this way now. The people of Nigeria, because when you make law, it is not just affecting just one county. It affects every Liberian, every sector. So what has Kun brought to the table as far as his representation, lawmaking, and oversight? What has he brought to the table? Because there's something that he will do that you look at and say, oh, but they may we can try you. And they may the way he now make good representation, they may not present some kind of law like they to be able to, for example, help our students or to help the business people. When this man is given an opportunity, at least something will happen. But to be able to take on and say, we're looking at Joseph Nima Bweka, a man who told us that he was sitting down. We follow this man track record. The only thing that he was doing, sitting, collecting money, consuming money, and using the money lavishly to the extent that he could not even manage his own money. He had to live on loan. Can you imagine that? We get in the country, he not do nothing. There's somebody who not do nothing. He don't understand anything. He just there collecting money. The person will get a country to. They just better let we just sit around on Broad Street, we rock it, we stand, we share the money. Everybody find their way going overseas, they go overseas. We jump in on the water, we jump over water. Because yeah, if the doctors who are the doctor, they can solve your problem. Now McKenna, you go to go solve the problem, and teacher lie. You will be the lawyer. We run into you, click, we come and we say, oh, the teacher to go into teacher lie. Look at how for lawyers, gentlemen. The other case you are begging you. I can't know they get. Then after how you call professor will go to go airport. Then they will not send her out to land in prison. So that they want the whole thing looking at. Just like you want brother who say you get a connection, you get the expertise, the days they die, you can't help all the paper now, you give up completely. You just taking your own. Anybody that doing corruption, you say, but people the corruption that you're doing, you get my own. You just make sure, let me get my own or share. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Let me get my own share. The old men I give up. Then the men who not understand governance. He know nothing about governance. The men just there as a bad boy. He the one will help us. That is your last question. If you want one more, yeah. If you want one more, yeah. If you want one more, yeah. If you want one more, too bad. If you want one more, if you want one more, because you can't even see any intervention from this vice president. That's the first thing. There are no serious intervention for them. The men can't even speak on issues. That's the first thing. Look at the house. Okay, the place. This is the man that he alone gets two positions as per our constitution in the Republic of Liberia. He is the vice president of Liberia. He is the president of the Liberian Senate. So let's ask ourselves, what are the laws that he is ensuring that will be able to affect the people's life? And not only the men, the people say they wanted job from the people to the Ministry of Transport. And I either one presiding as the president of the Liberian Senate. They go back book agreement. People who should be behind bar, no, in Syria country, people like German who will be behind bar for fingering that particular concession agreement. Who will cheat him and he be behind bar. In a serious country, German will not be there. You presided over a particular law. The people pass it clandestinely. One of my men say Jibodewele. They pass it Jibodewele. At the end of the day, they take a job for our people from the Ministry of Transport. Just yesterday, there was a serious protest by the drivers. The man who presided, he even reached small. He presided over all kind of book agreement. That man will try with the presidency. Will trust him. Then me, he will be now. We start eating. How you call the thing flying in our country? We start roasting, frying. How you call roaches and things? Start eating in our country. That what will happen to all. But when you that kind of person give me also, you put in any problem. Yeah, you put in any problem because nobody will even take the one. Nobody will even take it.
No, Prince, the issue there is the president is addressing the nation on Independence Day. He acknowledges that Liberia's hardship has reached a crisis proportion, thus attracting a task force. Now, he, Bwaka, with all of the experiences, like you put it right, did not assume that responsibility. He's having a task force where he personally, in fact, he is the chief campaigner. He's the chief head of the economic management team. He is the president. As per the structure of governance, he is the head of the economic management team. So, if the head of the economic management team will now take that responsibility and dedicate it to, those are non-dedicated things, because the thing about the economy is more political. The thing about the economy of the country is more political. And that is where the crux of it is. That's why, but I'm not surprised anyway, because Joseph Boga was talking about how the country had. The moment they announced Joseph Boga that he president, he was inside that a filthy shite that he can be wearing there, that filthy lapa shite. Then the children go asking, I know that the next they asking question. So what would be your priority? He said, we'll now sit down and see why the team prices have been going up. Say for with that. I thought you say you know. Now the day the mama say you would now start thinking about why the team prices been going up. But all along you be saying that the president, you don't evaluate, you know anything. That for that day I knew that everybody were coming with nothing here. Because if you will say doing well, yeah, Prince not doing well. Then they move Prince for that and they put you there. Then they say, well, what would be your first priority? Is I will check to see what Prince were not doing well.
And we told the people that they didn't have agenda. They had no agenda. They were just lying around. Because the thing is, you draw your agenda based on the challenges that you see. You come up with a solution and put it on the paper. That when you are elected, this is XYZ that you will do. So immediately you come, you confront the problem heads on because you already know what led to maybe the challenges of the other person or the failure of the other person. But you come there and tell it, after working 42 years in government, you claim that you have the experience, you come there to come tell us you will low into A. Then it means you are a dumb student. Because what I know, even a student, if you fail in class the first year, at least the second year, the people will try to push you because to some extent you understand the lesson. These are the same teachers and stuff like that. But after you fail the first year, the second year, you fail, the third year, you fail, the fourth year, let the people just take you from in school and find another trade for you to do. Maybe you want to be another thing, let you take you from there. That's what happened to Joseph Nyuma. You stay there for 2 years, the people ask you, then you take your responsibility. You are the chief architect of this entire government. Then you say, no, they supposed to I think I will give it to Jeremiah. Then why you have economic advisor? Why you have the economic team for that matter? Teacher Liar, we here.
Let's drive through. Yeah, Susan.
Brother Prince, the reason why he was able to give Kun what he gave to Kun and told Kun to go and do it is, like I said, the old man also has it in the back of his mind. His people now tell him how desperate this man is. And when you're desperate, they will use you. The people just making Margaret out of him. They're just using him, because even in his position as a vice president, we all know that Jeremiah Kun is not even being respected. They do not like him. So the man wants to become, he is what he is because of them. So they just using him all over the place. So when you're desperate, that's what happened. He has no position to even take that travel he took the few times. But that's what happened when you're desperate. You want to show that you have some type of experience. So the Baka, in as much as we're saying, we can say the Ome is wicked, and he wicked in a very smart way. So he just using Kun how he wants to use Kun. I feel like they're just using him. Yeah.
Because he's passing the buck to Kun on difficult issues. When the yellow machine thing started, he passed it on to Kun. The economic issues, crux of it, he passed it on to Kun. All of those major issues, he's passing it on to Kun for Kun to do it, knowing that Kun will do nothing. And so that he doesn't take the blame alone. And that is very terrible.
You're exposing Kun limitation. That's what is happening. Exposing him, telling the world that the man is incompetent, he's not able. Yeah, that's what happening. Because at the end of the day, you are your friend. That's what I can understand. They man, Joseph Nyuma told us that he has his friends that will get a yellow machine. Up to now, when I hear from the friend, I know whether hear a friend make confusion, a friend not speaking to you again, or you're not speaking to a friend because you're not there for honor money people. We can't hear from him. He took the friend thing. He said, okay, that carry to China. So we can't even understand. Then he tell right, he take it and give it to Jeremiah Kun. So we even know the whole thing, but he's just exposing Jeremiah Kun. And the Unity Party will not even give a macro inch to Jeremiah Kun. Because you're listening to Steve Zago when he appeared, what he said about the Unity Party, that these people are very toxic. They will not give chance to people who help them. They believe that this is their government. And today, Sylvester Graceful is gone on our platform. We'll talk about it, because this stuff is somehow restricted and things. But we know what happened. That's the same way they did today. Sylvester Graceful is gone. The fight that these people were fighting. So, Jeremiah Kun should just forget about it. The fight that he did is now with the opposition, that we own people.
And Eugene Fagon is trying too. Eugene Fagon is also highlighting what you just said. And the Unity Party people are chasing out people now. And I think every other person who thinks that they are Unity partisans and they are chasing it out. I think Eugene Fagon was just talking about it. Instead, the Unity Party people are now chasing out people. So I think everyone else, they are now leaving. I don't know what's really going on, but things will really fall apart. And Susan, they struck a point. If these guys have in their mind that they are going only for 6 years, and they see others blundering the way they are blundering, I think there will be more fight ahead. Because they are seeing that the guys on the field are spoiling their chances. And so since they are behaving like that, the only time they believe everyone should have a chair. And things will get more toxic for the Unity Party. Because the guys are saying that you're doing everything to prevent us. So let other all go there. We just fall in one time because we all just got to eat our share. Because we know we're not coming back. You yourself, the way you behaving is there. You're not even paving way for us to even come back after 2029. So the way you behaving, you are spoiling our way. So the idea that all together, we just spoil it one time because we know there's no coming back for us. So while they are there saying we will not come back, God just doing it in a way that they themselves are operating in a way that they will never ever come back again. At least for we are is 2029. But Unity Party is being swept out of this entire Liberia. In fact, Unity Party was already swept out on Joseph Boakai. Right. It was as a result, like I said, CDC's own laissez-faire attitude that what gave Joseph Boakai life. Before it started with President Weah giving Joseph Boakai human being real life. Then, not just that, but let the CDCians themselves go beyond Weah giving Joseph Boakai life. They themselves also, by virtue of the fact the way they participated in the election, they also gave Joseph Boakai the real power and life. Weah must have done that, but the election is the one that paved the way for Boakai to be who he is today. So, Unity Party understands it. That is a lock that they were trying. No agenda. They never thought it was going to work. You saw it during the election. They don't know what passing with blue plastic. They left their chat rooms. I don't know how to call that thing, war room. Like blue plastic bed they were passing around with because they were beaten totally in the war room. Until when the cheating took place, that when you started seeing them showing war room that were corresponding with the National Elections Commission or war room. Because at the whole neck war room they took now, that what they were showing. Initially, they never had anything. That blue plastic bed they were passing around with, just bluffing all over. You know, without in the election, that what resulted in the plastic. Can you imagine? Oh, these guys never did it. It's just that the CDC missed out on the whole thing. Yeah. Why it is true that we have gave this man life, you people equally contributed and just gave him power. We are only giving life for him to just live, not to give him power. But you people decided to give Boakai power by what you did. And you see what's happening now. So the guys are saying that by chance, like Susan, you and myself will say, they show that we're having a lot of by chance. Until we'll have the opportunity again. So the fight we will put on now on this will be more than ever. That's what happened in Unity Party as we speak. When you see the delegation, you go on there, other people can say you got to pour there, or got to travel. Look at the size of the delegation. It tells you that it's a struggle for opportunity. Everybody want to be there. Everybody want to be part of the delegation. Just watch it, ain't coming by again. He very well then he leading there. He saying, "You see, back. I went back now. So you just stay down there now. You go eat your own there. You want to go? I went back. That is what it is. Everyone else want to get something. They are fighting everywhere, forgetting about the interests of the Liberian people, and they are more focused on what they can get now. That is the Unity Party for you. Because and with that kind of thing, what do you will get? Nothing you will get. Nothing. Because Joseph Boakai go down there and coming by again free. Free. Nothing. Free travel. The highest delegation. Over 40 persons. Nothing. Absolutely. We're able to get. But when they fight, they say when the two elephants fighting, we the grass then we don't want suffering then.
Hello. The man who's supposed to adequately represent the government and speak on the government behind running away. Then they want to leave behind and they want to make impact. The president he said the reason why he went on that trip was so that at least his face can be able to kind of like add some ingredients to the narrative that when they see in this okay, the president here. Then the man can run away. Then what do the other people will do? What do they will get from there? They can't get nothing from there. Nothing. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you know what I feel like. I always tell myself, I say, am I being pranked? Am I sleeping? Like, can someone wake me up from this dream? Because I just still cannot believe all of this is happening. I can't believe it because with all the effort that people put in on this internet, every single thing they were criticizing. Oh, Josh, we are like this, CDC like this, CDC like that. The amount of mistake. Can you even believe on the executive mansion? So they wrote a post. Somebody have to tell them, say the post you wrote, you need to edit it. I mean, imagine. These were the people that claim to be very, very intelligent, very, very educated. And the amount of mistake they have made in just less than 2 years is just shocking. So Man, like bring people, like we always say that you're the one made a decision or y'all took that decision, so y'all bear with it. And your only prayer should be Joseph Boaka should just slave for the 6 years. Because if you're putting in Kunhe, that from worse to ridiculous. So
All right, Susan Blanget and that of Prince Sherry. So let's get to the lines interact with you. And for 15 minutes, then we can have it up. But of course, it's good that we are here. Your president is on his way back. Is he back yet already, or he's on his way back? Where is he? And we are still, you know. Oh, good guy. Let's get to the line interact with the first caller. And what are you doing?
Good evening, AB. Let me say hi to Prince and our sister there on the show tonight. This is Edmond Carr, the visually impaired, are giving his unprepared president to the fire to deliver.
Okay.
You know, AB, I will agree with the sister when they talk about our hospital building. You know, the last time we discussed a real talk, you remember when the 26th of fever was around. Waka ran around enough, unnecessarily running around. Say he dedicating project. How many trips Waka didn't make around Bomb County, around Nima County, you know, and they were even posting, oh, you see the paper, all right. That's what they always do. So whenever you see them putting him under the kind of tension at the end of it all, Waka had to make some kind of trade to go try to put himself back together. That is what happening to Waka. Okay? You saw what happened at the commissioning ceremony. At the executive marshal, take a look at the picture. Listen to your voice. Yeah, the executive marshal where all of the microphones will be okay, so that Waka's voice will be able to come up. Waka's voice can come up. When you look at your picture standing up, you know that things are not just okay with Waka. But you see, we felt that his cherry could have tried for him, or even his wife could have tried for him. Because if he married, you know, the kind of people, even the time that God got for Waka, it is not rich. Because they are forcing it into things. All are aware of old age. Then moreover, because of sickness associated with it. It is a race. But the push it around, at the end, analysis, these are the results that you will see. Now we are now caught in the middle of the system. So I'm saying we don't trust the vice president once than me. I always pray that brother will be able to take us to the promised land. We are on the 9. But here we are. Waka is not even making adjustment to be able to correct some of the mistakes that he is making because he's not even capacity. He's not able to sit around the table for something like 5 hours, 3 hours to be able to do the right position. So the only thing we can do, we ask God, the other options are available to the Liberian people. So we don't have confidence in any of them. We can take the other step, take the street, don't leave. Until they leave the scene. That's the only thing now we can do. Or else we're going to be sitting here.
What is that day? Is it Bwaka alongside Cool? When you said day.
Oh yeah.
You want to pull them out. You know?
Because for him being so desperate and having that low IQ, you do not have that ability to represent Liberia. Even the international community may have some problem with him when he's taking on to the presidency. And Bwaka have failed to also make some adjustment to allow them leave us. We take the street, we remain there. They leave for them to do the right thing. That's the only option that we have as a citizen. Or we're going to be sitting here crying. There's going to be no solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmond. Madison, let's hear from you.
Yeah. To get light.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much. Thanks to my friend Prince and my sister Susan. You know, I just want to add to what Susan said about Jeremiah Kun. Well, it is true that I am from Nima County, like what my sister Susan. We don't do tribal politics. Tribal politics is very, very dangerous.
You're right.
Look, Liberian people, while it is true that me personally, medicine, I don't like Joseph Boaka because he has no good resume to match with for his almost 50 some years of experience in government. I pray that he remains strong and end his 6 years. Because when Joseph Boaka died and Jeremiah couldn't take power by law, it would just be like the expression, the idiomatic expression they call to jump from frying pan into the fire. Liberia will be done. A man like Joseph Boaka who have been serving in government from the 70s,
He clueless to run a government as president. He served as vice president under a global account like any for 12 years. He's clueless to run a government. What more about a man like Jeremiah Kun, who is just desperate for power and can do anything, he can kill, he can do anything to get what he wants. Look, let me tell you one story. That guy was collected by Benjamin Yete in Nima County in 2003 during the Ganta War when Lord overseas Ganta and Edofodoro was commanding the Nibanians to fight and liberate Ganta. Benjamin Yete had gone and set out a checkpoint at a bypass that was a major highway now from Morovia, from Queen. You can bypass Ganta from Queen and get on a highway going to Secretary. That's how they were using the highway. Benjamin Yete collected a man there and intervened him to kill him. He was on the verge to be killed. When Adolfo got there, he saw Benjamin Yete. At the time of Benjamin Yete in the war in Liberia, they used to call him 50. For somebody to save you from Benjamin Yete, God come first. And that person comes second. Adolfo saw the man and said, 50. This is our picking. What did he do? Free him. Benjamin Yete already managed to cut that Tabiru on Jeremiah. People who know Jeremiah who are closer to him say that Tabiru must stay on him. When Adolfo wanted to run for 2020 senatorial election, he went to him and said, I'm picking you, I one of the representatives here. I want to run by for the seat that I lost. But I want your support. He told Adolfo, I will get back to you, brother. I will get back to you only to go and register as a candidate and run against Adolfo. That's how desperate and ungrateful that man is. Now the same thing he did to Prince Johnson. He did it to Adolfo and did it to Prince Johnson. That kind of desperate human being who got nothing but desperation, but can do anything to kill or to do what would please me, and knows nothing. Nobody knows him in West Africa. With Vice President Joe, he got no direct contact with any West African country before talk about Africa and the world. You put Liberia into your hand. Look, we're pleading with you people. Let all our pray that Jesus Walker says here. Or Jeremiah will be president of Liberia. That would be a wrong decision ever. Liberia will go to civil war. You make Jeremiah president of Liberia will go to civil war. He will cause civil war in our country.
UP people say we'll start a civil war with him, say. Now the place that the problem will start.
Exactly.
So why you even
Exactly.
That Lofa and Nima will start all civil war there because the Lofia will quell that one. That Lofa and Nima war will start from that the play will start from. You better stop that thing.
Look, we pray for more to go to election.
No, that's true. The way Lofia and plenty in the government and their government already you can't go for Jekun. Forget it. The firework that will happen. Hello, how you doing? Hello? Yeah.
Thank you so very kindly, Amy. Thank you so much. Thank you to Prince Sherry and Sister Susan Bangi. You know, Amy, they forgot to say the charity begins at home and ends abroad. These guys, they have no good success story. Waka told you that he took gold from Wasanga and took the gold of Morovia, and because the gold could not make price, so he had to give it salt water. Jeremiah called to my own brother, have a gold city history in Zilekwele. Where he come from?
That's not gold business.
Yeah. Jeremiah had a gold city history in Zilekwele. So he was released based on being a member of the family from Zilekwele. He's a caterer. That's how they released him. After one woman in Nikutan, he was an AFL woman, and he told me about George Weah's success story. That he was renting from President Weah's grandmother in on Gibraltar.
Okay.
He said, look, when you stand President Weah go buy a cigarette, for instance, he would tell you my grandma said, when I buy a cigarette. And when you stand with your mother go buy anything, he will come and bring the change back and wait for you with that change and give it to you. So that's how the people life have been looking like. Charity begins at home, it ends abroad. Yeah. Making Kun president after Bwaka, trust me, and Labra will not protest against them. Thank God our president said we should not protest or we listen to him. Labra will not protest. Bwaka will end 6 years because we don't want no army intervention. We don't want no intervention in Liberia. Let him do what he can do. The same way we have struggled with the coronavirus time, and he succeeded to have all the projects, over 50 different projects in Liberia, in infrastructure and road. Let's do this. Thank you for the time, Amy. Thank you, man. Thank you
for your contribution. We appreciate that. Over there, associated with goats. Who was stealing goat? Joseph Bwaka post in goat. That's not goat presidents. That goat leadership with goat roles. Both.
It be that for them.
Why you doing? Go ahead.
Yeah, but every good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing?
Mr. Sherry and Susan, how you guys doing?
Yeah,
This
fine.
but it be, Joseph Burger a useless old man and he's a liar. But you see, Joseph Burger, the only thing for me I'm saying, but it be, we need to ask Joseph Burger to resign. Joseph Burger have violated every law that the Constitution says. And we think it was a joke, but it be what happened in the country is serious and it's heartbreaking.
So resign to upon who there now? Because when you resign, somebody got to get there.
Oh yeah, we can find a person. We still get the power to find a different person.
Who told you that other person did you say?
No. Listen, I know when he resigned, the Constitution said that the vice president should take over. But the thing here is, the both of them, none of them would not trust them to do anything because they are liars.
The two of them resign.
The both of them have betrayed the Liberian people ever, bro, Ebi. Because we're in a country where Jeremiah, I was just listening to one of his voice, one of his video. When you were saying that President Weah were bringing drugs in this country. So why is Jeremiah Bakuna when the Liberian children dying? Just a few days in Liberia, but Ebi, I've seen how young men dying in this country, but Ebi, I never hear Jeremiah Bakuna speaking. So it's betrayal. So these guys need to resign. They're taking 30 people, 40 people to go to Japan to go do what? To go do what? When Liberian people are in dire need, bro, Ebi. It's frustrating, bro, Ebi. It's frustrating. But thank you for the time, bro, Ebi.
All right.
And thank you, Mr. Sharif, for the
right here on this dial. Let me get on to this one again. This line. I'll get to the female line shortly. Hello?
Yep. Good evening, Ebi.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, my name is Prince Dublin, aka Labra is getting nowhere.
Why you call yourself Labra is getting nowhere? Go ahead.
Yeah, because definitely we are going nowhere.
All right, go ahead.
Let me say thank you for the show tonight and the topic of discussion. With the many thanks to Susan and my own Prince. We say carefully and listen to all the advocacy, and we pray that God will bless you guys and you can give up more of the about this regular government. Thank you very much.
All right. So he says, sorry, and Masisi, hey, she got it on the other side. You man want to talk something, and I'm trying to get to your female line. I don't know what's the challenge I'm going through now, but I will certainly get there. Let me see whether I can just link up with your female line. Yeah, I think that would be very great for you people. Hello, how are you doing? This person? Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
okay, Ventura, let's hear from you.
Thank you very much, Umbrella, and thank you to Sherry and my sister Susan. Thank you very much. You know, if you repeat it back, I have a great food in this morning at Jello, I put them a blood motivation bottle. I call one or two people at the same drink. And I end people coming over earlier, it's okay. I never support the government, but I will pray for President Jonathan. I will not lie to you. I will pray for the man for his 6 years to air and go to the ballot back. Then we pray for him. That's why we not support the government, we pray for him. But when we say the government officially, they got something they had it. But God will pray for the man, and not pray for the man to be there for 6 years. Ginger will be over the country, but we pray that nothing will happen to the party here. It says here we air, we go to the ballot back, we pray that we are ballot. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I want to dream to you. Thank you. All right, that's what you saw in your dream. Masisi, let's hear from you, please.
Oh my God, that is the recognition. We're learning small, and we're getting there. So say about you. I'm telling you, my son, let me say hi to my brother and Louis and our brother Prince Sherry. No, Ebi, we will not get tired. They fought with Israel for 6 years. And I told somebody called Prince, how they call it D50. I say you will talk and say you come and respond for 6 years to the facing woman. I'm saying yesterday we were there defending. You said they were paying all yesterday. Your title, they want some people in this country that the people defend have 2 years. I know how many budget, put money in the budget. So they can show it out in this country. So they said, don't tell Joe. Joe will tell them, I said, listening right now to you. She just laughing, checking your phone, your chair. When we were crying yesterday, I'm telling you, my son. Look, when we were crying in this country, they were laughing, picking all cup. By the time to play Joe, we are going now. By the time to play my son, the Zoko we are. I tell to play the Zoko we are trying to play it now. And now they play Zoko we are. No one we are considered when I was the play. Let me say to my window, get on okay master. The tear can leave in my eyes. But today I can feel that mistake. They can make it angry. What they get the angry for, Abby? We saw the people for who says yeah. You vest you vest you boss. You win, you say, I will not win. I cry for 2 days. I forget about it. I'm moving all my life.
You're right.
But you are win now. Why are you angry? What when you say all that thing? You say, oh, we are the we are the government. Then why you change we are? What kind of why you change we are? They're not started that why you change we are. You bring out to deliver 11 people. But what we see today, the kind of money men spending going out, coming in, nothing bringing to the country. Two coming up in AB. Small worry right now, although I was going school. But worry right now, I can get it to where to enter.
You're right.
People are when you go to school, you go to say, and I get mayor for power, they will feed it to the way you go to the face fan up. When you say, oh, this and I say,
wow. All right, man, Sisi, thank you. Eddie P, quickly.
Yeah, bro, thank you, but thank you. Yeah, let me say what's up to pray the other female. Baby, let me tell you something. Look, you know, princess, something that I really look at and say, yes, that's true, princess. Look, we continue to say, I say, the people do not have future, especially Joseph. You understand it? They, our own Joseph will destroy their country, AB. Why it take that people in actual property, only because you want to go to Japan or whatsoever, what if you bring it back to us? You anything you travel that bad luck, either somebody died or something happened to our country. That's what you can travel for? The only thing the person can travel, AB, is so unfortunate that people continue to make mistakes, always some AB. What will we change? You think the people can experience? What experience in Nigeria? One of the top person ever had in Labrador. Because no person will be treating your people that day and you see them with your own arm. Where you get a foreign minister for? Where you get a foreign minister for? It's so ungrateful, man, Labrador people. We see the type of calamity you're pouring in. They are ready to say, we will pray God for the person to prosper. I will never pray God for the type of mental prosper in Labrador. To be honest with you.
But you will pray for it to live long until 2029. Yeah, but you have to pray until, You're not praying for you to prosper.
If you want to pray, you or you. If you want to pray, you or you. If you want to pray for Joseph Baga to succeed, fine.
No, not succeed, but for you to live long.
I just go my to pray the papi. Let me jump for my way. I said that what the only person I ever hate in my entire life. Because the way he treated the lab people, maybe look at school up, look at the challenge I'm going to. Then you get one food papi just make up money like boy.
Okay, thank you, LP. We can hear you at that. Thank you. You got to Susan. That is it. Okay. Yeah, you have a praise. Well, you people sending video?
Thank you.
Oh, you don't know what just about people. Let me show you one video before we go, please. Yeah.
Okay.
These guys are demonic. Praise. These people are really, really demonic. I'm going to show you a video. They pressing video. I'm going to show. They guy had been at the NTA, the National Transport Authority. And they say transit authority. The man was deputy for operations. He was deputy for operations on a CDC. Let me see. What the guy name? They call him Joseph Penner. He is the district coordination for CDC in district number 2 in our same area where they are. So he was the operation manager for NTA during the WIA administration. So the UP people brought him to be a maintenance guy. See the thing they throw it to him. we get y'all go.
Oh, why he cleaning soda? We're playing cleaning.
Why you go here, Susan? Wickedness.
Where he cleaning?
I in the NTA fence. He don't want cleaning the grass now. Yeah, he don't want cleaning the grass now. They wanna work now. For you to do that. Yo. They wanna work do now.
Teacher Light,
they play the poem.
when you decide to mortgage your integrity for little or nothing, that's what happened to you. You will end up like Adam Prince Johnson, or you end up like this one, who is now doing what he is doing. A job that's supposed to be for some of our children who are on vacation. I remember a few years back under President Weah, some of these places, they would bring some children in from the school, to do their late vacation, cleaning up. And then they get a small thing. But what is even worrisome right now is the issue that school is about to open. And this government have cutting everywhere to the extent that motorcyclists, that some of them at least used to help themselves send their family to school or cater to one or two people, now they are not even on the street. And to even cause or to make matter worse, the prices of basic commodity have increased to the extent that you will be thinking whether to send the children to school or to buy food to eat. So that competing priority, you got to buy food for them to eat. We are about to see a mass dropout of our students from school. Only because this government is insensitive, doesn't care about the people. As I speak to you, people who used to afford today are beggars. People who used to even extend arms to others, today they are beggars. It is worrisome. I don't know. But again, fellow Liberians, all we need to do is to continue to speak out against the ills in society and to ensure that our country is peaceful. Because Mr. Boyka is doing these things intentionally so that there can be problems, so problem can erupt. When the problem erupts, then they use the opportunity to cleave onto power or to hold onto power. That's what they are doing. But again, let's not fall for it. Let's continue to be peaceful. Let's continue to voice out the ills in society and continue to hold strong onto the belief that 2029, President Weah is going to come back and Liberia is going to be better. Thank you so much, Brother Ebi, and thanks to the audience for giving us the opportunity. To our people in Liberia, I want to say thank you all. Continue to follow King's FM, and again, we want to appeal to you, to the support basket. Please, we appeal to you. We want to ensure that we cover the entire counties in Liberia, or the entire square miles in Liberia. And to do that, other radio stations, community radio stations, got to relay our programs, and to do that it requires money. So we are appealing to you, whatever you can afford is going to help us to achieve that. Thank you, and have yourself a God bless day. Teacher Light and my sister Susie.
All right. Suzu, go on.
Yeah.
Susan, that's Japanese name I'm giving you now.
Suzu, yeah. I mean, it is an honor to be here. I'm grateful. Brother Ebi and Brother Prince, I'm grateful to be here. And I look forward to more.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, so my prayer is let's all pray for Joseph Boyka, the man with a 50 years experience. Because if you guys try it, you don't want to take a village boy and bring him to power. Like my brother Prince said, no connection. Kun has no connection. That man been living in Nima all his life. He's not even exposed. He's not connected. So let's pray. Let Boyka finish his turn. That's the only thing I can say tonight. So I look forward to coming here more. And thank you, Brother Ebi and Brother Prince. You guys are doing an amazing job. And whenever you guys need me here, I will be here.
All right, so Susan, that's it. You're already here and you're here to stay. Thank you to all of you for being there, and we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And I will thank ever so much all of you for your effort. You've been exerting. I want to it. We saw the name. Now indeed we'll be together here. So until we are back here tomorrow is what? Oh, the holiday is so long. Today is what? Oh, wow. This is quite fantastic. And we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. So it's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We get more time. So, folks, that's all the time we've got. Give us the day. Okay. Hey, so until we are back here,
Forgive us,
Lord. And of course, we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. And of course, Papa will pray. Indeed, no matter what it is, will take us for heaven. And so, folks, we have a pleasant night. Bye bye. Thanks to Susan, that for Prince Sherry for being right here with us.
Now you get power, glory remain forever and ever. We shall, amen. You be our shepherd. You know they sleep at night. You the protector, even when we know they're right. Every temptation, you help us walk away. Oh, we go stand giddy back. Oh yeah, with you we know go strive. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us, we know go on project.